How does a dependency graph work for JavaScript code? If you have ever wondered how JavaScript code manages its many parts, you are in for an interesting explanation. A dependency graph is a key player in this process. It shows how different files or modules depend on each other in a project. Imagine a map where each point represents a JavaScript file, and the lines connecting them show which files relying on others. This is what a dependency graph does. When you start with an entry file, like main.js, the graph begins to take shape. The tool analyzes which modules this file imports. This process is like peeling an onion. For every module found, the tool checks its own dependencies, continuing this way until all related files are included. The graph captures both direct dependencies, which are modules you explicitly import, and transitive dependencies, which are modules imported through other modules. To create this graph, bundlers or tools first convert the JavaScript code into an abstract syntax tree. This tree represents the structure of the code. The tool looks for import statements or requiring calls to identify dependencies. Each dependency becomes a node linked to the file that needs it. This setup allows bundlers, such as Webpack, to know precisely which files to include in the final bundle and the order they should appear. The dependency graph also shows the entire structure of your application, including third-party libraries and their dependencies. This is important for managing complexity and optimizing load times. It can even help identify security vulnerabilities by showing how packages relate to each other. From a practical viewpoint in web development, understanding dependency graphs can help developers in several ways. They can bundle JavaScript code more efficiently by including only the necessary modules. Developers can also spot and fix circular dependencies that could lead to runtime errors. Additionally, they can analyze how changes in one module affect others. Finally, they can optimize loading by breaking code into chunks based on these dependency relationships. In essence, a dependency graph for JavaScript code works by mapping out all modules and their import relationships, starting from an entry point. It uses code parsing to identify dependencies and represents these connections as a directed graph. This graph is essential for bundlers and development tools to manage, optimize, and secure JavaScript applications effectively.